what your sound pack sounds like.
Oh well, there you go. Have you not equipped it yet?
No, I don't. Like for me, like cursors, HUDs, sound packs are all normal because I feel like any little sound different, like something different that comes in, will always constantly like interrupt my game or my flow or my focus in the game. So I just don't use any of that stuff.
Goodness gracious, that is
Even terrain.
hard.
I've never used any terrain.
Wow, that's that's very true. Even the Immortal Gardens, where everyone was like, "Oh, this one's OP because the trees are square."
Nope.
Wow.
Never. I mean, honestly,
Such a
most
Puritan.
of the professional players, I want to say like just throwing a random number out there. I'm guessing like somewhere between 80 and 90% do the same thing. Like they don't want any of that random stuff. Like cosmetics, sure, fine, right? But all the other terrain things, like it can really throw you off because your eyes won't adjust to it right away. You would have to like spend a lot of time getting used to it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, I guess it never really occurred to me. You know, I'm just a scrub. I like to vibe, like all my shiny items and my fun stuff. So there we go. Magnus and Rubik have been picked up in the meantime. Execration gonna go with the Empower, you know, for the Mag himself, and of course for someone else as well.
Yep.
Meanwhile, the esports are gonna grab the Rubik. Okay, Rubik game so far, I would say. You know, those tiny spells are all pretty decent. Snapfire's got 1 or 2 not bad ones. Mag, yeah. If you steal Empower, you're basically making your carry pretty strong, which is nice. And now a tide for Neon. Oh, I didn't expect that one. This makes sense, though.
So what happened here is Neon left Magnus in the pool, which is normally banned against most teams because they feel like if they play very fast, it won't matter. The Magnus won't matter. It doesn't matter how farmed he is. You got some stunts. The Rubik pick, I think, is great. It's also quite nice against Magnus. You can steal his RP, or he has to at least think about how he uses RP. And then the Tidehunter pickup here is just the counter to Mag. If the Mag goes in, he RPs a Tide, you're going to get the Kraken shell off. You can Ravage, right? Everybody who tries to come in to help the Mag kill whoever he RP. If you don't RP the Tide, then the Tide is just going to blink in and Ravage everybody. And then Anchor Smash is also going to lower your damage, which is amazing. So that's their thought process on that. Execration countered this Tide with the Juggernaut pick. I mean, spin is quite nice to kill Tidehunter off early, and you can also spin to kill the Egg. Magnus get the Empower onto the Juggernaut, so the ultimate of the Omni Slash can also burst Gyrocopter, or even Tide, actually. He might even want to just burst his Tide, so that the Mag can have like a free way to cast RP and not have to worry about that Ravage too. But this is a great pick, though, with the Juggernaut here. I like it a lot with the Snapfire too.
Yeah, I think another reason they picked the Tide as well is because with the Magnus, they know almost certainly that Execration are going for a melee carry, and of course, Tidehunter does pretty well against melee cores in the safe lane. So a nice little prediction there from Neon Esports. Just want to point out, by the way, that Neon aren't their full roster. They're using Natsumi as a stand-in for Playhard. We do not know where Playhard is. We haven't received any information on that. We just know that he's not here. I think we waited about 10 minutes until level 3 draft penalty came up. And then Neon decided to call it and got themselves a stand-in. That's going to be Natsumi, which is bad. Like, it's a really bad stand-in to have because usually their 2 core players are Skem and Yopaj. Therefore, Natsumi is a core player as well, so I don't really know how this is all going to work out. Who's going where? What are they going to do?
Who's going to play 4 in this game?
Yeah, I have a feeling it might be Skem, which would be a shame.
Oh, yeah.
I would guess Skem just because he's captain, right? And captain's always the one ready to just fall on his sword and just be like, don't worry, guys.
All roles.
Yeah.
Skemberlu plays all the roles. Like, this guy, he's a player who can literally play, like, he actually likes playing support. He actually likes playing position 5. Yeah. So, you're right. I think you're right on that. That Natsumi's going to play carry, and Skemberlu is going to be the one playing it. Yeah.
That's a dream right there, you know, just saying random nonsense that ended up being right for a reason I didn't even know about. That is the I mean, of course I knew about it, guys. Yeah, great prediction from me, just really understanding Scam as a player. Yeah. Anyways, we got a Grimstroke picked up by the side of Execration. Interesting Grimstroke pick because I don't really have much to combo it with in terms of the ultimate, but Inkswell definitely looking very good this game. With the Juggernaut and the Mag, you've got 2 really, I mean, and the Tiny, you've got 3 really strong Inkswell targets, and I think this science could be a bit of a problem for some of these heroes as well.
Yeah. Dude, all they got is like toss for the Grimstrokes ulti, so yeah. There's not a whole lot, but I mean, linking heroes together, getting that wave clear in your lineup is also very good when you're playing with Magnus, right?
Yeah, it's also really good with Omni Slash as well. You know, a lot of people, obviously it doesn't double the Omni Slash, that would be ridiculous. Juggernaut doesn't split in two, but it does chain them together and mean that you're very likely to be able to get that Omni Slash bouncing between the two heroes a little bit. So that, I think that's an underrated factor of the Grimstroke ultimate along with the Juggernaut. And of course, Inkswell Spin is a really nice combo as well. Stroke of Fate's going to give them some lane push. Like, it's a good pick here. I do like this Grimstroke. But I do like to see it always picked up into something with the combination with Soulbind. But I mean, I guess the toss is something. It's a very high damage spell. It's a disruption. It's a mess up. It can be good.
It looks like Natsumi is gonna play Rubik, position 4. He's not playing the Gyrocopter.
Interesting.
Looks like Skemblue will gonna stick to his guns here because maybe their playstyle is a bit different for the carry, right? Like Skemblue's a maniac. The guy just running around and killing people. You know, he's just playing as 5. Sometimes I don't know what role he's playing, but you know, he's just there constantly fighting. So I guess because of that, like, you don't really want to put another carry player who wouldn't understand the pace of the game that you would want to play at.
True. That makes a lot of sense to me. This, yeah, you don't want to mess up your whole team's composition, the way they play, by moving roles. I mean, it may have just been the fact that they pick these heroes and then at the end they just go, all right, what do you want to play? What do I want to play? Who plays it better? You know, everyone just kind of decides from there. So, yeah, I mean, either way, hopefully Neon can make this work and put up a good showing. But yeah, I mean, you already said, I think, yesterday that you're expecting Execration to win this game, right?
Did I? I said they're on a hot streak.
They're on a hot streak.
I think Neon is. Yeah. I do think Neon is a better team, though.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, with a full 5-man roster, I mean, I would say yes. Obviously, you know, the evidence is there. They came through the upper bracket, but recently, I mean, with the stand-ins, it feels a little bit awkward. They didn't do great versus 496 in the upper bracket, but no one's really doing great versus 496 right now. But
I got some update for you.
Hit me up.
Okay, so I asked Skemblue where's Fayard. He said that his internet's lagging, so he's going to a net cafe. He'll play for game number 2.
Oh, that sucks. That sucks, man.
Yeah, and yesterday they were lagging as well. They were playing with like 100 to 150 ping.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
God damn. This is the curse of being in the Philippines, isn't it?
Yes, the most trash internet.
Damn. Oh well. That's really a shame then. So hopefully we'll get him back for game number 2 and they can play with a full 5-man and he can get himself across that internet cafe wherever that may be. I mean, imagine you're the owner of an internet cafe and this dude comes in being like, "Yeah, I need a computer. I'm playing in a tournament." And he's like, "Oh right, which tournament? Oh yeah, it's the Mega League Asia division with a what's the price? $40,000 prize pool." You're like, "Oh, yeah. Please take our best computer." You know? Yeah, exactly. Dude, I think they're like the whole.
They're apparently on break right now. That's why they're not at the boot camp. I guess, like, you know, that's why their internet's like super bad, like from when they're playing at their homes. And it kind of sucks because, you know, it's all because of COVID and things like that. Like normally these guys are always on boot camp, like permanently. So.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate, but yeah, Neon, a little bit of a handicap, you know, but still a very, very good team.
It's just going to make the comeback in game number 2 all the sweeter. Alrighty, let's get into it. Let's have a look at some of these lanes. So in the mid lane, it is going to be the Magnus versus the Puck. Not much to talk about here, but I'll let you run through the matchup anyway, Thebes.
Magnus is going to farm.
Oh, really?
Puck is going to right-click him, and then really? Magnus is going to go buy a bottle, and then Puck's going to be like, well, I can't do anything to this guy. Let me go gank another lane. That's it. That's pretty much how this mid lane is gonna go. Unless the Puck completely destroys him in the first 2 waves, and the Magnus doesn't scale in power, there's not a whole lot that's gonna happen here. And I do assume Puck is just gonna try to get all the runes and try to TP and kill the side lanes, because I don't expect Phoenix or Rubik to try to gank the Magnus.
No.
Even with the coil, he's just way too tanky. He's gonna have like over 1,200 HP by then. He's got 800 HP right now already.
Yeah, he's a bit nonsense in that regard. A very, very hard hero to bring down at any point in the game, especially early on, because his starting stats are just so crazy.
Bottom. There we go.
Fights breaking out as the Avalanche comes through. Januars is able to grab out that bounty rune. Meanwhile, BDZ gets himself up to the high ground and Rage of Potato running away as well. But definitely not really winning this trade Execration. They weren't able to grab the bounty rune and they tank a lot of HP in the process as well. But meanwhile, across the map, the runes did go 1 for 1. It's bounty runes to each team right now. So yeah, all is well. There's Natsumi going to do a bit of warding up here at top, maybe. Get one behind the tower. Naughty.
Speaking of Natsumi, do you think he's going to be playing in Geek Fam? Because they're missing a carry player, right? And Natsumi has no team, and he's like top 10 ranked.
Yeah, Natsumi is very good.
Yeah, he is an incredible player, and he's not playing an Android. I assume he's not playing Android because he found a better offer, right? Move up in the Dotaverse.
I would have thought so. But who knows? You know, there's a little bit of shuffling going around in the SEA region. You know, Sam H having left his team and joining up with T1 recently. That was interesting.
That was a shock to me because Neon is a better team than T1 is, and he actually left this team. So
yeah, but I think T1 have a lot of resources, so
that's true. That makes sense. Yeah, right.
bit of insider info there. Yopaj and Magnus just trading HP in this middle lane, but it's much to nobody's surprise, Ken is doing great in this middle lane. He's got himself 5-1 in the starting wave, and Puck at 3-0, but a couple more creeps to come for the Mag as well, actually. So bottom lane as well, a lot of harass coming down. This Snapfire and this Tiny are just getting burnt up by Januel with these Fire Spirits. It's very annoying to play into, especially with the homing missile as well. Not only is it going to give you a stun, but it also gives you the vision to land these Fire Spirits easier, so it doesn't feel too great for Rigid Potato and BDZ down here, as their lane is getting somewhat roasted, but I mean, Skeb's not getting much CS either. He's very much focusing on killing the heroes and getting the harass down, but, you know, you just want to get these first few levels where, if you can, just roast these guys out of the lane, force them to use all their resources, and then all of a sudden the Gyrocopter could just go and farm, like Januel can go and pull, and you could just win the lane pretty much uncontested. That's definitely the game plan down here in the bottom lane, I believe.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be really hard for Execration to actually accomplish, in my opinion, in this bottom lane, because every time they try to go in on something, the homing missile will come out, and then you got like this ticking time bomb, right? Where like as soon as it flies out, stuns you, you're locked in for 2 seconds. They have so much burst damage.
Yeah.
In this Gyrocopter and Phoenix combo, so they can't ever be the ones being the aggressor. They have to only react to Neon's aggression, and that's like one of the most terrible situations that you can have in your lane. And this is where like Gyrocopter comes in, and is like why it's being a popular pick in SEA, because of his level 1 presence with that homing missile.
Yeah, not flat cannons we saw yesterday. Someone level up flat cannon, it was awful. But yeah, that's in the past. I'll focus on the present. Yeah, it's Gyrocopter's a bit of a menace. When you get to level 2 though, on the Tiny and the Snapfire, I feel like they've got good kill potential with the Snapfire cookie, the Scatter Blast into the Avatos combo. Is that what they're going to be looking for in Execration? Because right now they're not really doing much, to be perfectly honest.
Sorry, I like had to change the battery on my headset while you were talking. What was the last thing you say? I know you asked me a question, but
I was asking if level 2 is going to make a big difference to the Snapfire and the Tiny in this bottom lane, because it feels like they have a lot more kill potential once they get there.
I don't think so. I think it's going to be the same thing. I think the Radiant heroes are actually stronger, even compared to the Tiny's burst combo or whatever that he can do. The only person who needs to be afraid in this lane is actually the Phoenix, to not get caught out by the Tiny combo and having to use Icarus dive defensively. So yeah, I think it's really problematic. And it is a Snapfire position 3 as well, so it's not going to be like the Tiny is not going to have as much farm or resources on mana.
Yeah, so it's an interesting way to decide to run it, actually, with the Snapfire and the 3. I guess, you know, when it comes down to that, I think you're basically saying, well, we want the Guardian's Greaves, right? Tied up in the top lane, getting run down here, getting pretty low, but they're not able to finish the job of those. Going for the Stroke of Fate, but JG will be able to duke it out. Now Pops a Salve will survive. But yeah, the Tiny versus the Snapfire, it's basically saying, like, we want the Greaves, we want the Auras, rather than saying we want the burst potential and the Blink Dagger and the initiation from the Tiny. Which is interesting, but I suppose when you've got this Magnus and Juggernaut as your 1 and 2, you want to go for the least greedy route as possible in your off lane.
Yeah, I agree. And this Snapfire can just buy Guardian Greaves and all the Aura items, which is quite nice this game. Like, Pipe is going to be a necessity against Puck and Phoenix. So all those are very good options for the Snapfire, and like you said, less greedy hero. And you got pretty good damage output too. Like even the Grimstroke with the Soulbind can slow heroes down for your kisses to land. pretty good synergy there.
Yes, indeed. Meanwhile, the top lane's looking much messier. These guys have been trying to chase each other down. We've had a couple of attempts with the Juggernaut, with the Inkswell onto the Tide. So far, though, it does seem to be pretty even. In fact, maybe even JG coming out ahead as he's able to take these creeps and the stacks down with it as well.
Yeah, this Tidehunter, he's quite happy actually in this situation. I think the higher the level he gets, the less likely he is going to die as well. Is his boots coming out yet? No, it's not. He didn't even buy boots yet. That should be his next goal. He's got the cloak already, so all that magic damage reduction. Oh boy, he's getting gone.
Here we go.
He's not even
Wishing
taking damage.
Yeah, he's actually not taking very much. Paolo's has to run away here, interestingly. And RR trying to fight up into these guys, but he really doesn't have anything. Once he's out of spells, he's going to get out of life here as well. Lift back, throw back, a little bit more damage needs to come through, but he makes it through the tree line, and RR actually survives here. Now, Sumi, though, he's got a Fate Bolt, cancels out the south, finds him in the trees, and zap. There's your first blood. And he actually manages to bait in Palos to get him with the bouncing Fade Bolt as well, which is just straight up value from Natsumi there. Really nice little play. Exciting first blood up in the top lane as you end up losing the Grimstroke up here. Meanwhile, back towards our middle lane, which we haven't been paying much attention to, and that's because it's really quite dull. But Ken is farming up. Yo-Pad just trying to stop him, tapping him on the shoulder. Oh, Snapfire! Jesus, he's gone! He's gone! What a snipe from the Phoenix there, actually, coming in behind the tower and finishing off the Snapfire. That was very, very nice. If we just look at her death summary here, we'll be able to see. I mean, yeah, the dude got burnt. dude got burnt.
It's a very dominating lane now for the bottom lane here. 20 last
Spin up at top, JG in some trouble. Paolo's trying to chase him down through the trees, needs to find a crit here if he wants to finish the job. Unfortunately, the damage reduction is so huge, he's actually not doing anything. The stroke of fate gonna come through, still not enough to finish JG. Meanwhile, I have to throw out the Inkswell to stop Natsumi murdering the Juggernaut here as he gets so damn low. And now they're just running at RR, even with no HP. JG still knows that this dude's just not hitting him, but the stroke of fate comes through and grabs him the kill. A little bit clumped there from the Tide as he didn't keep his eye on the creep wave that was coming in, and does get himself picked off. Probably really wishing he had those boots right about now, but he's still queuing up the magic wand, not looking for the brown boots just yet.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay for now. Even if he dies one time, as soon as he goes back up there, he's going to be okay because he's going to have 4 resources. He's got that bracer, the HP, and things like that. There's a Magnus going for the Phoenix here. He has no dive. That's a dead Phoenix, isn't it?
I think it might be.
Got some bird for dinner.
He can get down the slope, though.
Lunch.
Oh, nicely done, Januel. They're going to try and chase him, though, with that skewer, and an avalanche from the high ground should help out as well. Taking a long-ass time to kill this pigeon, but the pigeon shall die nonetheless. Fiery death for the Phoenix as Ken gets himself a kill as well, getting really going in this middle lane.
Check out this Jarcopter right now. He is about to bully this Snapfire out of this lane. I think someone should be TPing bottom right here. Oh no, he TP's mid. Oh, wait, they're actually gonna try and kill Magnus? Or just secure the rune? Oh, they just want to secure the rune.
Yeah, looks like it. And that's my haste. Nice cheeky little Icarus dive.
Okay, they're going on bottom actually here. Oh, misses the cookie. So it's going to be the Phoenix that you're in.
Oh, you baited me, Phoebe. It was actually the top lane where they were going on. Sumi goes down. That's all right. And the Rubik will lose his life. Yeah, looks like he just got chopped up a little bit by the, I'm going to guess, Inkswell and Spin. Wow, wild guess, and it was correct. Okay. It's a good combo.
Yeah. They're going to try again. No, they don't. I don't think they have the damage from this time.
Yeah, it's really hard to bring down this Tide with this combination. I mean, they're holding on the Inkswell though, which is kind of cute. And now the Omni Slash coming through as well with the Inkswell. Oh, that was nice.
That creep. Oh no, that Spin actually killed the creep and he got to level 6. He did not expect that one bit.
I hate it when that happens. Meanwhile, Yo-Pad, yeah, it's got him pretty deep here and it doesn't have his orb. He actually might just straight up die here. This is going to be a double kill for Paulus. What a mistake from Neon in the top lane here as they just end up throwing bodies at the Juggernaut and he just chops them all up.
That's literally the one hero in this game you didn't want snowballing. It's the Juggernaut. Right?
Yep, bottom lane.
Getting all this damage right now.
Raging Potato going for the TP. Oh, just about makes it. That was close.
Nice. I wonder if Jarcopter sure drops his call down there. Maybe he just got the level 6 after he killed the creep, but I thought he had it. Might have been able to kill him. He probably like just estimated that he had enough damage to be able to kill him before the TP went off, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think some creeps came in and tanked a bit of the rocket barrage, which kind of messed things up, and it is only level 1 as well, so his damage output isn't insane.
We got a lot of very aggressive vision on the side of Execration here, and they're walking in to the jungle too. That ward is going to get dewarded, I believe.
Yeah.
We probably saw him.
Natsumi might not be a 4 player, but he's also not an idiot.
Coil onto the Tiny. He's only level 4.
Yeah, this one's coming down on him. He's got the illusion rune right next to him as well as a park. Oh my goodness, what just happened? He got eviscerated. Oh goodness me. RR trying to play around the Roche, but with the Magnus coming in, they're kind of having second thoughts about this one. Icarus dive on through to get him up to the high ground. Januel will be safe.
They coil the Tiny and the Puck is the one who dies. This is a disaster. Is this what happens when you don't have all 5 of your players? I think so. You get really bad vibes, you know, when like your player cannot play in your game. He's gonna get ravaged.
Oh my god.
No, it might be DP, dude.
Powerless hanging out on a cliff.
That's like the greediest TP I've ever seen, right? Like,
yeah.
You gotta think, maybe there's a ward here, right? All you have to do is click your spin and then TP and you're fine. You're not gonna die. Oh, now he doesn't have a TP too, and he's dead, and he's fed. Who got the kill? The Puck? Yep. Jesus.
Nice little bit of comeback goal from Puck. Oh goodness me, I can't believe that. That's insane, actually. How did that man just not wait for his spin? Oh my goodness. I mean, they could have kept him up there as well. I'm always. Do you think it's ever worth keeping them up there? You know he's not going to be able to get down for at least a minute.
No. You just get the kill, dude. Just get the kill so you can move on the map, so you don't have to think about it anymore.
Right, fair enough, Skem. He's taking damage. Look at these kisses. Oh my god, Skem's getting kissed up every which way right now, and he's dead. Raging Potato gives a big old smack on the forehead. See you later, Skem.
Oh, that's so bad for Skem. He just TP'd for the rotation, dies like that to the Snapfire. It's like one kiss after the other, slowing him long enough. It's like there's only one path he can go, right? He can't really turn up or down. He's tanking the tower. That was beautiful. That was actually really, really nice.
780 damage dealt entirely from one of his kisses to the gyrocopter in that engagement.
Oh, look at his Rubik.
Come on.
He's trying to stack, and they're coming in hot. With
he's
the
trying to be
there.
a good support boy. Oh, the stack goes off though, you know. It's something. Juggernaut might just eat it here, but you know.
Magnus is gonna come there soon, I think. They're gonna try to probably kill the Ancients together, or even the big camp. Puck, silenced up. Got a haste though. He's good.
Yeah, playing around a little bit. Gotta be careful. Trying to actually pump the Omni Slash there. Would have been an interesting move. I'm guessing they were maybe looking for the Phantom's Embrace into Omni Slash, which definitely could have been a combo there, but unfortunately with the travel time of the Phantom's Embrace, it's very tricky to get that one off onto a Puck. Neon doing a bit of invading into the dire jungle here. Januel, Yopash, JG all coming in, looking for these fat stacks and taking them down. Money, money, money.
They're rotating top now. Mr. Gyrocopter also TPing up.
Yeah, looking for some revenge onto Raging Potato. Raging Potato just going for the TP, but there's a lot of damage output, and they're going to throw down the core just to make sure he doesn't escape, and Raging Potato will fall in the top lane.
All right, I mean, it's a free kill, and now they're going to be able to take some pressure, put some pressure there. Juggernaut is bottom with a catapult. This bottom tower is actually going to die at the same speed that this top tower would die, because there's a catapult here, and the Juggernaut's just going to spin the next wave. Yep. Are they going to defend this? Oh, they see the spin, so he's going to TP
they're like, maybe we can look at something here. Someone else coming in as well. Who is this? Can't see it 'cause it's in the trees. Meanwhile, Execration are going for a bit of a wraparound here. I mean, this Tiny and this Grimstroke together can just eliminate any hero, I think.
Yeah. I actually love how Execration is playing with supports. These two guys are just like butt buddies, you know?
They are indeed.
Sticking together.
Oh, and here they go. Science comes out. Avatos is out as well, and that's a mid laner just absolutely shredded by this combination. Dang, this Puck. He's not having a great time.
I mean, this is why they're sticking together, right? The Grim and the Tiny, because they can literally kill anybody apart from the Tidehunter at this point in the game. Even if they find this Gyrocopter, they can burst him too in one combo. It's pretty much the reason why we don't ever see this Grimstroke and Tiny be picked up together, because oftentimes just banned out.
Seems very, very strong. This might be a bit of an
is it
aggressive extension, though. Let's see. There's pings out from the
Are you
Snapfire
sure?
saying,
Actually,
guys, be careful.
Okay, pretty early.
Compass right now. And, oh, Kisses coming through. Toss as well, coming out. This Gyrocopter, he's dead. He's dead before he even gets a chance to respond. And now the side of Execration trying to run themselves away. BDD is going to lose his life. A nice soulbind coming out, though. Snapfire, they're thinking about this. Ken going in, but the lift up from Natsumi stops him out. He is still trying to go for that RP and manages to grab the puck as he comes out of that glimpse. And he is out of here. Eu-VODs down. Ken looking for more here, dragging them back into him as Natsumi's losing his life. The damage reduction from the Tide doing a little bit, but not quite enough, as the puck will be able to make his way away from this one. Meanwhile, JG trying to make his way back under the tower as well. Meanwhile, Raging Potato finds a kill onto Januel on the backlines. Now a little bit of a skewer back onto JG. It's taking such a long time, and he's actually going to drop the Ravage around on this one as Skem's come back to life, and he's looking for a kill onto Ken right now. BDZ also coming back into this one, though, looking for Skem. Everyone's looking for each other right now, and now the toss back onto that Gyrocopter with the shockwave coming through as well. Do they have enough damage? They certainly do. See you later, Gyrocopter. A second death in a row for him, and Ken survives through it all. What a fight from Execration.
Look at all those tips. Oh my god, dude, that
boys.
was so good. And they fought 4 versus 5. The Juggernaut was just bottom the entire time, split pushing, taking the tower, pushing the lane out, farming the jungle creeps. Like, this Jug has 0 pressure, while his team just killed the enemy carry twice in the span of like 40 seconds. That's crazy. Like, this Scamberloo, I don't know. Maybe because he's playing this new hero for him, the Gyrocopter, he's not feeling super comfortable in this game, but I don't know, man. Their flow is like absolutely terrible. Or this could just be the play hard factor. Like Natsumi's doing good, but maybe play hard just gives that momentum for his team, tells him where to go and how to keep on playing aggressively. Because I'm missing that right now from Neon.
Yeah, man, I mean, it would make sense, no? The guy's name is Play Hard. He's telling his team, yelling his own name at them the whole time. Guys, come on, play harder. Woo, let's go. That might not be here this game. Definitely feels like their leading factor in this early game is gone. And, you know, a lot of teams say that usually their 4th position is the guy making most of the calls early on in the game. Maybe that is the case, and maybe we'll see him tighten up as the game goes on. Meanwhile, yeah, as Tiny is in a spot of bother right now. And by a spot of bother, I mean he's absolutely dead. Meanwhile, some kisses being thrown down onto his corpse. A little bit off the mark there on Monument's kisses, but that's okay. She's had some fantastic ones so far, killing the Gyrocopter twice, almost solo with them before, so can definitely let off Raging Potato for these ones.
I'm so impressed by this position 3 Snapfire as of right now. Like, I feel like it's had so much impact already. I did not think that it could be so strong. And he's almost got the mech too on top of that hood. Super tanky.
Yeah, sometimes we forget that Snapfire is indeed a strength hero. Well, I forget.
I forget too. I mean, for me, if you look at Snapfire, it kind of looks like an int hero, right?
Yeah.
I agree. It's like Phoenix, same thing. Phoenix is like a strength hero too, but hey, if you first start playing this game, you probably think it's an int hero.
For sure, for sure. Fast spells must be in hero. That's how my brain goes. If tanky, strength hero. If attack hard, edgy hero. That's my thought process, anyways.
Yep.
Yeah.
Same.
Carlos is just farming up an absolute storm right now as they get a skewer back onto the Phoenix here, and he is dead. The pop comes up.
I don't know at what point Neon can actually just come back and fight, because if in any team fight Gyrocopter shows up, the Juggernaut is just gonna Omni Slash him, especially if he uses that Mask of Madness.
Yeah.
So
minus armor.
This is, I don't know. Maybe giving Magnus to Execration was a very bad idea, because Ken is quite good playing this hero. And if they have this potential to play a Juggernaut this well as well, then it's going to be too troublesome for Neon. At this point, with this kind of advantage, I'm really having a hard time seeing Neon's gameplay.
Left up onto Ken here. He does skewer the Tidehunter back. I mean, Tidehunter's got a Ravage should he want to use it here, and he is going to do so with the Supernova coming down as well, but in comes the Juggernaut looking for that egg, and they're going to be able to take it down. Januel, egg gets popped, and now the whole plan is ruined as the Omni Slash comes through onto 2, throwing an RP as well, and Januel and JG are taken out of the equation nice and early on. Eu-VODs trying to make his way out of this one, but being silenced up, he is going to get killed off as well. Too much damage coming down onto him, and then it's going to be another clean fight from Execration. They just don't seem to be dropping anything in this game. Game 1 looking furious from Execration.
They dropped egg, they dropped the Ravage, and they're the ones who ended up dying. Oh, yeah. Now that's what you call negative tempo. And Juggernaut's gonna take the mid tower. They're already in the triangle area, stealing the opponent's Ancients. The Gyrocopter has nowhere to farm now. They're just gonna pretty much control all of this non-stop. One more pick, they're going straight to the Roshan pit on Execration. maybe they can wait for the mag
Definitely.
RP. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
This is looking so clean right now from Execration. I really have so much respect for their gameplay at the moment. They're not giving away any key kills apart from the support. Like, for example, the last death Dyer had was BDT running into a sentry between the tier 1 and the tier 2. He was making a correct play. He just walked into a sentry, right, and got coiled. Other than that, like, all their gameplay at the moment has been so perfect.
If they play like this versus 496, assuming we get there, do you think they're looking stronger than them?
I think 496 have very different heroes compared to every other team in SDA, and that might catch Execration off guard. But right now in this draft, Execration are like in their complete comfort zone with their Magnus and their Juggernaut thing. So it's very different how Execration play when they're not in their comfort zone.
Okay. Maybe we'll see that coming into play as JG tries to get jumped on, but the lift going to hold him back. But Ken just coming on in here, trying to go for the Shockwave Skewer, but also interrupted again by Natsumi, saving JG twice. What a player. Doing well on this 4 position. Even though their team aren't doing great, he's definitely doing a good job on the 4, making the nice individual plays as Skem comes in around the back, kills off that healing ward of Paulus and forces him out the lane. Oh, so he ain't scared, and that's because he's got a Magnus buddy. As they're going to skewer the Gyrocopter right back out of position here. Just tossed up, taken down the Gyrocopter, just trying to be aggressive here. They're going to throw down the Supernova as well, but the heroes are on top of it, leaving it on about 1 hit left. They have actually been able to save it. No, they haven't. They will still go down, but it doesn't really matter. They've gotten a bunch of kills, but now Paulus comes in with the RP as well. They'll take down the puck. Magnus just tearing this fight apart, and there's the Omni Slash coming through onto 2. Paulus gets them both, and another 5-man wipe. My goodness, is there anything left in this game for Neon? Because they are just failing every single time. They cannot seem to catch a break this game.
See you later, nerds. There you have it. I think it wasn't Scamberloo's line to drop. It was actually Dyer's line to drop right there. But my god, that looked like it was almost a good fight for Neon. But Raging Potato, you know, he's like, I'm going in for the hero plays. Got that little shredder, finished off the egg, and then they turned around. Omni Slash was like 3 seconds off cooldown, so he ran back into the clash. And at that point, they already didn't have any more damage left on Neon. They threw everything at this Grimstroke and Snapfire. That's really crazy how tanky this Snapfire
Januel, no, my hero. He's tried to go for the bounty rune. He even knew they were coming because he placed down that ward, but alas, his life is put to a quick end. Yeah, man, the eggs, both times, you know, these fights would have been completely different if the Supernova actually drops, but the Tidehunter ultimate just isn't lasting long enough to keep him alive. It's a really sad situation. I don't know what else they can do.
Yeah, I think the only play they have on the side of Neon now is just to get a blink on the Rubik and try to get like a Magnus RP steal and 5-man RP them.
All right, easy game plan. That's very simple. They have it.
I'm sorry, but that's literally their biggest out in this game. This Gyrocopter, he's a non-factor because he's playing against Juggernaut. This Juggernaut is always going to look to Omni Slash him, and nobody is going to tank up that Omni Slash with the Gyro either. It's a big problem. Like this Gyro, Luna kind of heroes who don't have any like super mobility things to get out of the Omni Slash. Apart from Manta style, and that's also luck based, right? And when you have Empower on yourself, the Manta isn't gonna do a lot. It's just gonna die in
Magnus
AoE.
Losing his life a little bit here. The LP is stealing though as he jumps it down onto 2 heroes to try and get himself away. Meanwhile, Raging Potato, he's just coming in with the Juggernaut to kill off that egg once again. Oh my goodness, Natsumi as well. He's going down. Kem trying to get himself away. JG just sitting on the front lines. What can he do though? The answer is not a whole lot. As Skem takes a ton of damage from the Mono's Kisses, does get himself out, and JG looking like he's gonna be able to run away as well. Meanwhile, Ken gets killed to Yopaj on the backlines to jump in the Omni Slash onto 2. It does actually get absorbed by the Tidehunter though, which is pretty nice for Skem. He gets himself away, but it is a sad, sad retreat once again from Neon. Man, Execration are going to be able to make themselves a lot of omelets in this game with the amount of eggs they've cracked.
A lot. One for each hero.
I think so.
On Execration side, they got their breakfast ready.
Oh yeah.
Goodness. And look at that. We got Scotty on this Juggernaut already. No, Scotty, no, it's not Scotty. Sorry, Aghanim.
It's on, yeah.
Not Scotty, Aghanim. So you got that quick slash ability to be able to close the gap.
Yep. And when you get this Aghanims when you're ahead, it's just broken. It's completely broken when you're ahead. Gives you ability to absolutely annihilate heroes.
Why do we call it quick slash. I remember you were calling it quick slash the other day. I adopted it.
Yeah,
But
Swift
Swift
Slash is probably what it's
Slash.
called. Swift
I
Slash.
just
I know,
realized that.
Swift Slash sounds so awkward. The description literally says performs a quick Omni Slash, so I don't know why it's not called Quick Slash, but sure, Swift Slash. That's like a tongue twister though.
Swift slash.
Swift Slash, Swift Slash, Swift Slash, Swift Slash. No, it sounds weird. Anyway, top tower starting to fall. Here is a droid, sorry, not a droid, Neon trying to farm the rest of the map currently. Seeing what there is to see, farming what there is to farm. Looking outpost whilst they're at it as well, but the pressure is starting to mount from Execration here. I wouldn't be surprised to see them taking this aggression to the high ground pretty soon. They have got this Aegis on Palos. They've got so much farm. BKB on the Magnus as well, because why not?
Because why not, indeed. He is so freaking farm. Like, he's been giving a lot of power to Juggernaut. Juggernaut's take, okay, alright. Just casual slash on Tidehunter.
Yep. Throw down the Swift Slash. It hurts my mouth every time to say it, but, you know, I'm going to be correct, say the right thing. Lift up onto the mag. Well, they're going to drop the Ravage here. Okay, this Magnus getting pretty damn low. He's actually going to lose his life. They have the damage to deal with him, and now they're looking for more. They're on the chase right now. Execration, though, they're looking for the turnaround. Look at the Tiny and the Grimstroke. They're thinking about this, and Paulus actually coming into the backlines here as BDZ go for the quick pick up onto Skem right now. Inksol's going to come through as well. The Juggernaut just slashes away at him, and Skem will lose his life. Meanwhile, the Phoenix and the Natsumi unable to do anything about this as JG jumps on top of the Jug. Jug has got the spin to back himself away. JG trying his best to chase right now. Has got that Anchor Smash to reduce the damage when he comes out of that spin, but can't really hold his ground too well as the Phoenix. Oh, nice jump in from BDZ. Catch the Phoenix as he goes in to kill the healing ward.
Nice.
He was so ready for that, BDZ, and he manages to catch out the Phoenix.
That was really, really impressive. Like, just to be able to stun him as he's going back, predicting that the Phoenix is going to come in for the egg there. So the Magnus blinked in, and he messed up real bad. He wasn't quick enough with using his score.
Nope.
And he didn't find the positioning either, so they just, you know, didn't hesitate at all, dropped the Ravage. Well played by Neon to try and do something, but this Juggernaut is just way too strong and has ages. They can't do anything to it.
He is unstoppable right now in more ways than one, not just in kill streaks.
And he has Omni Slash too.
Yep, yeah, can
the
turn around.
Is kind of far. Who killed the creeps? Was it the Puck? Oh, it must have been.
Yeah.
It must have creep skipped a bit.
Well, buys them a bit of breathing room and keeps their barracks alive for the time being. But you can see how little this Juggernaut cares about anything right now as he's just farming these creeps right outside the Radiant Base. And RP comes down onto Skembrelu. They want to be able to take this guy down. And Widowmail's Kiss is coming on over the top as well. They will have the damage to bring him down. And now they look across to Januel as well. He has got himself, well, he's got himself nothing. Only a Supernova, and that's not going to keep him alive. Ken gets the double as Phoenix actually buys back here. They're trying to find the Juggernaut up in the top lane, but again, they just don't have the tools to bring him down with. Goodness gracious, this game is just out of control. Execration taking to that high ground right now. JG, I mean, he wants to be that brick wall. He wants to be the guy just sitting on the front lines, threatening, trying to be tanky enough. And he is tanky, but not tanky enough. 10 seconds until we have the gyro back. The Aegis is now gone, but the Omni's actually going to get dropped off onto JG straight up, taking down the Tide. No buyback on that Tide either. Ravage would have been up in 3 seconds, but without the Tide, this middle racks might be gone the same way as the top ones. Question coming out thick and fast from Execration.
Tiny is ready. They're right on top of the Grimstroke. There goes the initiation in 5. Okay.
4, 3, 2, 1, and they throw it back. There we go. Skewer as well, just taking him off the goddamn map, more or less. Pretty much in the dire fountain, more or less, as they get the kill onto the gyrocopter.
Toss back, then score back. Nobody can help that guy.
I know. That's just cruel.
See, the thing is, if this game Dire was behind and Neon were pushing the high ground, that would have happened in their base actually, and you know, you would have sent them into the fountain.
Yeah, for sure.
Kind of annoying. You can't even push high ground into Execration 0, so you have to think, like, do we really mess up badly in this draft?
Oh, toss in from Natsumi into the Supernova, trying to get a bit of work done here. It's a cute play, but unfortunately, they are going to be able to walk themselves out of the Supernova range, and now the Leash comes through as well, so they'll be able to take down the Rubik. He's looking like the first casualty here as Januel goes down as well, and the GGs are popped. That is going to be it for game number 1. It wasn't close. It was very, very convincing from the side of Execration as they take down Neon in this first match.